It's Don's Graphics. Thanks for joining us. Welcome back to our channel, where today we are looking at how to design this Praise Night church program flyer using your Pixellab application, and another very awesome application that will help you to bring out these awesome and powerful light effects that you see happening in the design. So why go away? Stay with us, subscribe to the channel if you are joining us for the first time, and do well to share this video. Okay, so without wasting much of your time, let's get started. Right, so I want to begin everything afresh from the default so you can see how we achieve this. First of all, I'm going to go to my image size and change this to 959 and maintain the height by 1280. Then you want to click OK, and you have this. So this is kind of a 3x4 design size. After achieving this, what you're going to do is to click here and go to background setting, which is right here. Then you choose from gallery. You want to choose your background from gallery. All right, so I just want to show you right here are the resources that we'll be using for for this tutorial. So these are the resources. I already uploaded them to a Google Drive, and I will be sharing the link with you. Okay, so here we're going to launch back our Pixellab. So I want to click here on the from gallery. So after, you must have downloaded the resources through the link I will provide. You have all of these resources. So the first thing is to go choose your background. So this is the background that we're using, and you can see that it has already cropped it out since we already set the size. So what we're going to do is just to click here, and it's going to automatically be our background. So right now we have our background here with us, and the next thing that we want to do is to bring in the images of the various participants for this program. So we have the famous Frank Edwards. This is a gospel minister from Nigeria. Shout out to all our friends from Nigeria. You guys have a lot of powerful people, one of them being this guy. I love him so much. His songs are really so lifting. So I have Frank Edwards here. I just want to reduce the size this way, Then what we're going to do is to go to color filters, touch it a little bit. So we're going to increase the brightness a bit, and also we increase the contrast as well. So you don't want to touch the saturation, just do this and you are good to go. So after doing this, we can reduce this a little bit in size. Then we're going to bring in the next image, which is that of this other gospel minister. I call her Mercy Chinwo. She's also a very powerful lady as far as gospel music is concerned. So what we're going to do is to reduce the size so they can be of the same kind of length, and we're going to send this to back so it falls to the back of Sir Frank Edwards. All right, so we're going to leave that this way, and what we're going to do is to go to layer, select the two, and make sure they are on the middle of your design page. You can go to layer now and you lock this up for now. So after achieving all of this, the next thing we're going to do is to bring in the text effect that we're using. So I forgot, I will also be sharing this text effect with you. So right now I have this text effect. There is a video coming up on this channel on how you can create this text effect. Okay, so do well to subscribe. Now what we're going to do is to reduce the size of this text effect a bit, and using lazy position we are going to tack it to the middle this way. All right, then we position it just like so. So we have praise, and we're going to bring in the next text effect here, which is night. So crop it out this way. So I basically created these text effects also just using my smartphone. Now what we're going to do is to reduce this. Okay, we can reduce this in size, then use relative position also to tack it to the middle. Then you want to send it up a little bit. So we have Praise Night. Now go to layer and just lock everything up. Now the next thing we're going to do is to bring in the logo. It's very important to bring in the church logo. So right here I have the church logo. with me. I'm going to bring it. So it's brought to you by the World Revival Faith Ministry. All right. We're going to reduce the size of the logo drastically. Then using relative position, you make sure that it's stacked to the middle of your design page. Now you want to go to layer also and lock this up. All right, so after achieving this, we're going to bring in the text. So we're going to write the new text, and we're going to write World Revival Faith Ministry, and this should be, of course, in capital letters. All right, then you want to go to your font, and the font I'm using is called Nexa Heavy. This is the font we're using today. So I'm going to break this into 2 lines. Okay, then after breaking it into 2 lines, just reduce it in size further, and go to line spacing and reduce the line spacing a bit. Then you go to aligned and use middle alignment. After using middle alignment, come back to this option, which is relative position, and tack it to the middle of your design. Now we're going to copy this same text, and on it we're going to write present. This should be in capital letters as well. Then you bring it right down here, increase it in size a bit, use relative position to tack it to the middle. But then what you're going to do is to space it out. Okay, so just space this out completely. Let's reduce it in size a bit. Then so we have spaced it out by 100%. Now go back to relative position, which is this button, and tack it here. Okay, then you want to come down here now and click on this check mark to OK the action. So we have World Revival Faith Ministry presents Praise Night, and which edition? So I'm going to copy this same text and write 2024 edition. So this is a Gospel Praise Night 2024 edition. Please, as you follow the tutorial, do well to subscribe. Okay, subscribe to the channel and like the video. Thank you so much. Now we're going to reduce I'm going to change the color of this to something like this. I'm going to use this color here. Then you click on your check mark as well in order to proceed. Now go to spacing and undo that spacing. So after undoing the spacing, come to your relative position, tack this to the middle. Then you want to shift this up. So after shifting it up, we can now go to spacing and space it out just a bit. So let's space this out to about 30%. Then use your relative position to make sure that it falls to the middle. You can reduce this further in size. Okay, and step it up a bit. So we have Praise Night 2024 edition. Now this program is brought to you is with who? So we're going to write with, and we position this with here, but then we're going to change the color into this. Let's give it something like this, or let's check now. So we can give it this other bright yellow, this one. Okay, then what we're going to do is to go to our font, which is here. So go to font, and we're using this font called the Jacqueline, this particular font. So I want to shift this here, so I have width. Now what we're going to do is to go to new text and write Frank Edwards and Mercy Jinwo. And of course this should all be in capital letters. Now we're going to go to fonts to check the appropriate font. But before that, let's just reduce this in size, then bring it here. So let's go to fonts and check which font can work for that. Let's check the Rockford Sans. It's too light. Nexa. Okay, let's check Nexa. Okay, so Nexa is better. We're just going to reduce this in size. Then let's shift this way. Then shift the text also closer to that. Let's see. So we have, I really wanted to break this text into just 2 lines or 3 lines is okay. Let's see. Okay, so we have with Frank Edwards and Mercy Chinwo. So now what we're going to do is to bring in the details of the program, and so we're going to go to text and write live on Sunday. So live on Sunday, and we're going to go down here and give it this other color. Okay, this faded red color. Then go to fonts, and we're using Rockford Sans. Let's check Roboto. Roboto can work well for that. Okay, so let's just reduce this in size and break this into 2 lines here. So I have live on. Now what we're going to do is to bold this Roboto. Go to Roboto, go to style and bold it. And after bolding it up, let's check the size. Just leave it at 20. It's fine. Then we're going to copy this and live on. Then we edit this into 23rd. Alright, so normally this is the problem you always face when you have Pixellab malfunctions. There are no need for you to panic. Okay, so look at how we're going to reinstall our design. We're going to go back here on these 3 dots and come to this option, recover autosave. So this is the easiest way, and what you're going to do is to recover the last option, the one at the top. So let's recover. Okay, that did not work, so let's check that out. Okay, let's recover the second one. All right, perfect. You can see that we've achieved our design back. Okay, so there's always no need for you to panic when you have that kind of error. Okay, so we are going to proceed where we were. So let's bold this text by clicking here. Then what we're going to do is to reduce the size to 20. Then we'll break this text into 2 lines, bring it right here. Then we copy this and write so live on Sunday 23rd in capital letters. Then we can give this a white color, but then we increase it in size to about 40. I'll bring it here. So I have live on Sunday the 23rd. So let's click back on this live on and change the line spacing. Let's reduce the line spacing to -4. Then we're going to copy it. Okay, so we copy the 23rd and write June in capital letters, of course. Then bring it here. So I have live on the and now we're going to copy this again and edit it into Abia State, Nigeria. So shout out to all of you watching from Nigeria. We love you guys. Okay, so Abia State, Nigeria. But then you can also tell us which state you are watching us from in Nigeria, or where you are watching us from. This particular tutorial, where you are watching us from, we would love to hear. Okay, so I'm going to bring this here. All right. So we have then we are going to shift this also. So all you need to do here, guys, is just to make sure that the text is properly aligned, okay, so that you can have your alignments all clear. Now after achieving all of this, we are going to go to a new shape. Select a new shape, and we're going to create a simple nice separation line here. Then we give it the same color. All right, so we give it this orange color, and after giving that shape the color, all we're going to do is to copy this and write for more inquiries or information. Then we'll put it in caps, and we reduce this. So we have for more information or inquiries. Then we copy this and write the contact details: 08943976217. Then we have 08. So we're going to leave that, and you can go to size and reduce this a little bit. All right, so let's just maintain the same size here and do some technical adjustments here. Okay, good. So we have everything in place. What we're going to do now is to go to layer and start selecting from the live on. I'll select everything, and after selecting everything, click here, and you see this relative position button. Centralize your text to the middle. Then after centralizing it, repeat the same procedure. Select everything, and after selecting everything, so you click here. So let's on select Frank Edwards. So after selecting, you click here, and now we are going to use but position button. So we want to shift all of that information a little bit upward. So after shifting it a little bit upwards, what we're going to do is to copy this text, and on it we're going to write come and let's sing. Praises. Come and let's sing praises to the Lord. So right now I'm going to position that here, but then we're going to change the color into white, and we use lazy position on it. Now what we're going to do is to go to shapes, select square shape, make it a very tiny line, and draw it closer to the text. Then we are going to copy this, use your lazy position button to move this faster, then use position button to move it here. Please don't forget to subscribe to the channel, and make sure you have turned on notification to receive more videos from us. Okay, so with this, the design is complete. It's okay now, and everything is well in place, as you can see, using Pixellab. The next thing we're going to do right now is to, okay, let's check this. They should be on the middle. All right, good. So after checking and making sure that all your elements are perfectly positioned, what you're going to do now is to save this work. Then we proceed to Picsart to do some finishing touches on the design. So wait for it as your design is saving. Up next, we're heading to Picsart. Alright guys, so welcome to Picsart. If you don't have Picsart, I'll leave the link to download Picsart on the video description also, but then you can just check Picsart on your Google or App Store. You can get it from there. So once you are on Picsart, you want to click on this blank. Right, we'll not click on that blank yet. What we're going to do is to check for where our design is, and as you can see, this is our design, the most recent one. This is it here. So we're going to click on that design. So we want to do some finishing editing touches on that design. So after bringing in the design, you want to go to add photo, which is here. Then you have this other powerful background, which is this. You're going to select this. Right, I will give you guys on the video description, just download it from there. So you have art, which is here on your top extreme right. Click on it, and what you're going to do is to increase this by long pressing here and zooming it out. So we want to cover the entire section of our design with this. So after doing this, what you're going to do is to go to blend. This is the blending option. So click on blend, then click on screen. And as you can see, it has changed the look of our design so drastically. Now what we're going to do is to apply some more editing to this. What we're going to do right now is to click here on the eraser button. All right, then after clicking on the eraser button, increase the size of your eraser, then start erasing from up. We don't need a section that is up, especially where the face of the musicians or the artists are. So erase completely the area having the artists. We don't need that. So just erase from there, and now you are good to go. After erasing from there, what you're going to do is to click here on your check mark. Okay, and it has been added into our design. So after doing this, what you're going to do now is to go back to tools. So look here, you will see tools. Let's sharpen the design. So go to adjust, and the brightness, let's increase the brightness a bit. Then the contrast, let's also touch the contrast a bit. 10 is okay. Then the clarity, let's make the design more clearer. And don't touch saturation, go to shadow, give the design more shadow. Let's check which one is better. So want to reduce the shadow a bit to just about -23. Right, but always this depends on you. You always have to be editing and checking what the effect is happening. So let's go to highlights, touch the highlights also a bit. Then on temperature, I will not advise you to use temperature for this particular design. You see the work of temperature. So if you reduce temperature, it makes the design look very much kind of cool. Now you increase the warmness, it makes it more bright and vibrant, but we don't want that. So bring it back to 0. So after doing this, what you're going to do is to click on a check mark. Let's check on tool, which other option is there again. All right, I think that's all for tools. Then go to retouch, and on retouch, what we're going to do is go to details, which is here. Now on details, we are going to apply this detail only on the face of this artist. So on details, just increase the intensity a bit, then brush on the face of the artist to make them look much more detailed. So you can see that I think it's too much, so we can undo it here. Okay, then let's reduce the intensity. Now you can do it. So once you are doing, be checking. Okay, good. So everything is well in place with that. Let's wait for that to save. Okay, good. So it has saved successfully. What we can do now is to click here and click on download button, of course, to download our design. So now let's go check our design. Alright guys, so let's check our design. This is for Pixellab. I hope you can see this. Not bad at all. Then let's check the editing that we did on the Picsart. So you can see the work of Picsart. It has added more beauty to the design. Alright, so you can see Pixellab and Picsart. Okay, so guys, this is just how you can design a praise night church program flyer on your Pixellab application and Picsart using just your Android smartphone. I believe this tutorial was helpful. I'm hoping to see you in our next video. Please subscribe to the channel so that you will always understand our tutorials. Thank you so much for watching. See you in our next tutorial. God bless you.